Hey everyone, we're back for another weekly Booking It activity, and this one is sort of a hack that you're going to be able to use for a long time. Inside your kit this week, you have a little notebook with something glued inside. You have a white piece of paper, and you have an old magazine that's been taken out of the library's collection. Now the cover of this notebook is pretty boring, and that's sort of how it is for a lot of our books, like our school binders or textbooks and things like that. They're all pretty boring, and if you're like me, I used to doodle a lot in school while I was thinking, and most of my doodles would end up on the front of my binder, which is sort of a pain because if you're doodling the subject name and things like that, you aren't able to use that binder again for another class. So here is our hack. You can actually make your own book covers out of just any sort of scrap paper or paper bag. Now what you do is you lay your book on the paper and make sure you have a couple of inches on all sides of your book. Fold over the edges on both sides of the book so that there's creases, just like this. And then do the same for the top and the bottom of the book. Once you've made all of the creases, your paper should look something like this. And all we need to do now is fold in those top and bottom folds. And you'll see that there's this little flap that we make on the side. And this is how we're going to attach our cover to the book without using tape or glue or anything. Slide in the back edge of your book, lay it down in your cover, and then take the front edge and just bend your cover a little bit to fit it in. It is a lot easier to do with covers of books that are flexible, but if you're doing it with a textbook or a hardcover book, just add a couple of more inches around the sides so that it can fit over the edge of your book. And there you go. We have a brand new blank cover for this notebook. If you are super artistic, you could draw tons of things on your notebook, but as you can see, I'm not very artistic. So I've given you some supplies to make a collage on the front of your book. Collage used to be really popular back in the day, and I'm trying to make it have a comeback. So flip through this magazine. You can do what I did and pick out some of the pictures that are really cool. I wasn't sure if I'd find anything that I would like, but I really did like a lot of the pictures in this magazine, and I think mine turned out pretty cool. I ended up using a calendar as my background piece, and then I found all of the letters to my name and spelled my name on the front and grabbed some images that I really liked, like the flowers and dinosaurs and bird. But you could even spell out the names of subjects or all kinds of things on the front of your book. Now, don't make this just a one-time project. Notebooks are really useful. You can start your own bullet journal in your book. You can make lists of what movies you want to watch or goals for this year. Something really interesting to do would be to keep it beside your bed and write down what dreams you had when you wake up in the morning. You could just have this notebook in your bag to jot down all of your extra thoughts. I do this a lot every month while I am reading through the books that we are going to have for book club and writing down all of the questions for the bookmarks that I send out to you. We are at home a lot these days and have less people to talk to, but we still need to get all of our thoughts and ideas out of our head, and notebooks are a really great way to do that. Have fun, you guys, and I will see you again next week for another activity. Bye!